Hey, my name is Jonathan, and I am doing a vlog on Titanic as a metaphor for capitalism, because yesterday I saw the movie Titanic, and I noticed for the first time that Titanic, the movie Titanic, is a metaphor for capitalism. It is a library right now. I'm kind of self-conscious right now, but yeah, I noticed that for the 20th time I saw the movie Titanic, and I noticed that it's a metaphor for capitalism. For example, the iceberg in the movie symbolizes climate change in that the ship, Titanic the ship, is speeding to advance progress without fear of any disaster. Like the owner or whoever who funded Titanic encouraged the captain of Titanic to get into New York City one day early to advance progress, to show how powerful the ship Titanic is. So, this iceberg symbolizes climate change because there's so much consumption that capitalism is headed towards disaster because of climate change. Also, it's like the movie Titanic, it reveals the nature of class warfare. The nature of class warfare is revealed once the ship starts sinking, with the wealthy hoarding half-empty ships. Because what class warfare is top-down class warfare. It's the wealthy against the elites, not vice versa. So the nature of class warfare is revealed in the movie Titanic, with the wealthy hoarding these half-empty ships, half-empty lifeboats. Like the lifeboats, they're only half full, and they're full with the wealthy instead of the working class. So, and in the movie you have these the stewards and those who are in charge of the ship violently suppressing the safety of the lower class. With guns shooting at those in the working class, barring them up, with these gates. The working class are shaking the gates; they can't get out, and they're headbutting them with guns and batons and stuff. It's in the name of protecting the wealthy, those who are running the ship are violently suppressing the safety of the lower class. And I can't say everything. There's lots of layers to how the movie Titanic suppresses. There's lots of layers to how Titanic is a metaphor for capitalism. But also in the movie Jack and Rose, they smash through a first-class wall in the movie. And the steward yells, "Hey, you're going to have to pay for that." And that's because the steward represents cops who are protecting property, because the laws within a capitalist structure are primarily property-centered laws. So even with the ship's the complete system, like this Titanic is sinking, the capitalist system is self-destructing, and even in that context, with climate change, the law enforcement is protecting the property of the wealthy class. You can't pay for that. And so Jack and Rose, they sarcastically yell, "Shut up!" like it's the lower class. Shut up, and it's a library. So the lower class recognize that the system is now obsolete. So they stand up to law enforcement by yelling, "Shut up," because it's ridiculous. And also in the end of the movie, obvious metaphor for capitalism. This naval officer, whom Billy Zane's character, Rose's fiance, fake fiance, whatever. Billy Zane's character bribes this naval officer, and later in the movie, the naval officer has all this money and throws the money in Billy Zane's face. It's it shows it shows the value of money in a post-capitalist structure. Money has no value, and it shows how vain and empty capitalism is in that instant, with a naval officer throwing the money in Billy Zane's face. Money has no value in a post-capitalist world. And then the eulogy at the end of the movie, where this priest is saying, talking about in the book of Revelation, quoting Revelation, saying there's no more sorrow, no more pain. The old order of things is gone, and there'll be a new creation. And just in that context, because he's holding all these lower class people, holding the hands of these lower class people who are sinking are going to die. And so it shows the emptiness of capitalism, and shows that these lower classes have suffered so much of poverty, and now they're going to a better world. And that better world is a post-capitalist society. So that's all I wanted to say. Like the movie Titanic is a metaphor for capitalism. All right, I love you.